husband and I recently changed something in our communication, and let me tell you, it has changed everything. Our new house rule is every time that you have some constructive criticism for the other person, you have to lead with 2 positive reinforcing comments. One has to be physical and one has to be mental. This small change in our communication has drastically changed the dynamic of everything. So I hope this helps.
I feel that if in your relationship you practice saying these positive things when you think about or notice them, it means way more than saying them when you're about to criticize. If you criticize a woman by giving her 2 positive comments before the bad one, trust me, she'll take the negative one up and forget the nice ones. A better thing to do would be to preface with, "Babe, can I give you some advice, constructive criticism?" Because then they're prepared to hear something that won't necessarily feel good, but is necessary, and you won't taint your compliments by making them feel required. Fellas, don't be tricked.
I think I've been chasing low quality women, and I've just been like, just chasing hoes. You know,
when I was your age, I was chasing hoes too, my friends. So.
It gets so old. How are you able to distinguish a high quality woman from a low quality woman quicker?
Just age and experience. You learn how to spot the red flags faster. You're 23 years old. When I was 23 years old, a girl could come with a fucking truck of red flags, waving these red flags down the street. If she was a 10, I was gonna try to sleep with her. Mm-hmm. I think you get over it from having done it.
You gotta be able to look at yourself and see why you're attracted to a certain type. It's typically not everyone else's fault. His advice is true to an extent. There's a saying that goes, "Experience is the best teacher." You have to live it to know it. Also, you can't build a relationship until you're comfortable with yourself and what you bring to the table. Don't force a relationship just because you're lonely and want to cuddle up every night.
If you're dating somebody, if you say like, this person is going to help me meet my goals and needs, what happens over time if those goals and needs change? And so more important than being with somebody who helped me meet my immediate goals, I'm with somebody who supports me wherever I head off into the woods.
Personally, I feel this is wrong on so many levels. If you fall in love with someone just because they can help you meet your goals, that's not love. That's good digging. This is circumstantial affection. So the affection only lasts as long as you're getting your goals met. No, it shouldn't be so.
You will never catch me getting upset over a guy anymore, and this is why. This is literally how you stay confident and unbothered. If I like a guy and he does something that would disappoint or upset me, I literally get the ick. Like, instead of being upset and being like, how can I make him like me more? Or how can I make him miss me? I literally get disgusted because it's not my loss. And this is the mindset you need to have, because your ideal person would not be doing things like that. So think of it like this. They're taking themselves out of the running and you're not wasting your time.
Women.
He doesn't know everything about you yet. He might have done it unintentionally or had no idea you'd be upset about it. Like she said, if she likes a guy, which means they're still in the talking stage, you don't leave a man because he does something wrong once. Communication's key. If you push every man that approaches you away because of one mistake, then you're not ready for a relationship.
Gentlemen, you're great at many things, but when it comes to talking to women, some of you don't know when to. I know women can be confusing sometimes, most of the time. And I recently made a video and talks about some of the best things you can say to a woman, so I thought we'd do vice versa. Here are things you should never say to a woman, ever. Starting with number 1, you're overreacting. Yeah, maybe she is overacting, but should you tell her? No. You're wearing that? Do you say that to your girl, or you tell her to change or cover up? You're just plain insecure. I can't do anything right. Don't even start me on that one. Can I, like, kiss you? That is so awkward. Girl, calm down. Is it like that time of the month? You say that to your girl? Good luck. Oh my god, no way, me and my ex went here. Sorry, who? Why are you so sensitive? Excuse me? Oh my god, I know exactly how you feel. No you don't. I'm like not really looking for a relationship right now. Ben, why are we on this date right now?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Attention, men. Do not follow this advice. Imagine being blamed for being honest in a relationship. How can that relationship thrive when y'all lie to each other? If you can't tell your girl what's on your mind, she's not the one for you, fellas.
When I say pay attention to the type of women a man has dated before you, I genuinely mean it, and let me tell you why. If a man has dated women before you that are not bad, not getting money, not having their way, flat out, he's just not going to know what to do with you, and he's B, going to be used to dealing with the type of women who are just happy to be there, happy to sit down, happy to shut up, happy to accept the bare minimum because they really can't do nothing. They don't even realize that as a woman, you are always surprised. They're just happy to be in this man's presence. They feel lucky. It's hard being a man's first bad B, because he really just don't know what to do with you. He won't know what to do with you.
Previous relationships don't matter when getting in a relationship. Moreover, I feel that type of man would be a very good man. Since he's been in relationships with ladies that don't get their own money, he knows he's more than capable. So getting in a relationship with a woman that makes her own money isn't going to freak him out. This is just bad dating advice.
The number one mistake guys make on a first date is they're not touching nearly as enough as they need to be. And if you're not touching, that means that by the time that you're going in for the kiss, it's gonna come off really awkward. So start touching right off the bat. You see her, go in for the hug, and create little moments where you need to touch her. Whether it's removing a piece of lint from her shirt, or sweeping that stray hair from her face, or commenting on her earrings or her bracelet. Create little moments where you need to touch her throughout and from the beginning.
Okay, I get where she's coming from, and most pickup artists use this trick a lot. But fellas, there's also a thing called sexual assault. Please don't end up in jail just because you wanted to riz her.
If you start smiling at their text messages, block that person, because those are feelings and we don't have those anymore. Stay toxic.
If he's being sarcastic about the feelings, that's understandable. When you realize you're getting attached to someone, why not go for it? Not every time you shit people off.
Do not fantasize about him. Don't think about who he could be in your life or what kind of future you could have with him. It doesn't matter how much you like him or how much you find yourself gravitating towards him. It's only natural for you to feel excited and hopeful that he's the one you've been waiting for. But you need to remember, you don't know him, honey. You don't know the core of who he is, what kind of values he has, what kind of life he's lived before you. You don't know what he does when no one's watching. After a good number of dates, you may think you know him well enough to trust him and open your heart. But it is way too early to uncover aspects about him that might be a deal breaker for you. Save yourself a heartbreak. Don't give your heart away too easily, especially in the case where you think he's love bombing you. Don't fall for it, because talk is cheap but actions are priceless. Also, I think when you make it too easy for a man to win you over by a couple pretty things he says and does, he is prone to becoming bored.
What did women want? I don't think that question is ever going to be answered. Guys will go extra miles to impress a lady, but they end up thinking he has a bad motive or something casual when he's just being nice. What's this world turning to?